Hi, it's McFluffy52 here. In this video, I want to thank you all for 1,000 subscribers and talk about some of the changes I've been making to the channel. Just want to say here really quickly at the beginning, this video is not going to feature any gameplay. I just have Magic Arena open here as a bit of a backdrop while I yap. In terms of like subscriptions, the fact that like you all watch and enjoy my content makes me quite happy. I started this channel several years ago after watching MTG Goldfish, Mono Black Magic, Legend VD, Swayze, and the like, and really enjoyed the unique decks and cheery attitude they brought to the game. I've always enjoyed trying to win in different or silly ways when playing by myself, so I thought, why not share the things that I try out? And so I started posting when Brothers War came out. I was quite excited about the new Portal to Phyrexia card. My first video was a mono white reanimator deck that looked to reanimate the portal as quickly as possible. The reanimator archetype really fit well into the silly big playstyle that I've enjoyed. To see that 1,000 people have saw what I was sharing and was interested in it is just kind of baffling to me. It's kind of hard to wrap my mind around just how many people that is. So once again, I want to say thank you. Now in regards to the changes I've been making, I have turned on monetization for the channel. YouTube allows you to do that when you hit 1,000 subscribers. The money that I earn will help me collect the sets and cards to play in videos. I know some people will be curious how much a channel like mine might earn. So I will say that based on what I've seen so far, I'm on track to earn enough to pay to purchase each of the sets as they come out this year. Probably not much more than that, or maybe even lower than that. It really depends on like the pace of new videos. Hold on, let me move my mic so I don't pop filter it by accident. It depends on the pace of new videos I create and how they perform. I also turned on memberships for the channel. So if you're unfamiliar with YouTube membership, it is a paid subscription to a particular YouTube channel. I turned on memberships because frankly, if someone wants to give me money, who am I to tell them no? The pricing I put for members is $2.99. I don't really have any huge expectations for people to sign up to be members, but I thought if people want to support the channel this way, they're more than welcome to. Memberships to channels are supposed to come with perks, so I tried to set up perks that I thought would be fair to everyone. I know that some YouTubers have members exclusive videos, but I'm not really a fan of the idea of paywalling my content. So I feel like if you're subscribed to my channel and you watch my videos, you're also an important supporter of the channel. I know it can be really annoying if there's like something you want to see and you're forced to pay to see it. So additionally, I don't plan to have like members get early access to my videos, then delay them for the rest of the viewers. I know this is another thing that YouTubers do to give members perks, but I'm not really the biggest fan of it because I feel like it preys on people's fear of missing out or FOMO, and delaying my videos could hurt their like overall performance. I think if I'm releasing some kind of undiscovered or new hot deck, trying to like surf the trends or whatever, it gives more time to like larger YouTubers to cover whatever I'm trying to cover, and then they might saturate the market, quote unquote, for a particular deck. So the perks that I did set up for members are loyalty badges, which appear next to your name, showing that you are a member and change with how long you've been a member. Some simple Magic Arena related emojis, so like a mythic emoji, a gem emoji, green mantle symbol, and then there was supposed to be like a GIF of a cloud shape, or like a heart-shaped cloud, but the GIF might be broken, so it might just be like a little speck. I don't really know. I haven't really tried it. Anyways. Besides that, also priority like deck feedback consideration, in the sense that like your voice will be prioritized in deciding the decks that I play and the content I create. And like related to that, there might be some members only community posts. This is really all for like in terms of if I have like a standard event Saturday and the comments are divided on what to play, I can make a members only community post or poll. And those who support me that way can then pick out the content they prefer to see. Also, I might just like share random things that most people probably would be uninterested in, just like, oh, I hit Mythic, and make a post like that. I don't know. Now, some of the other changes that I kind of decided on or thinking about rather. One of the changes that I've decided on recently, and I'm still open to feedback on, is I plan to switch to Moxfield for my deck list. So I've been using AetherHub to post all my deck lists. The reason for the switch that I'm considering here is I kept having problems with AetherHub's webpage crashing my Chrome, and I kind of got really sick and tired of it. It's been happening for like the past month or more. And so I would have to open up Task Manager to like end task all of my Chrome tabs. I even messaged support about how the page would stop responding and the amount of RAM that Chrome was using would just keep increasing in Task Manager. And they seem to say that like if you have a lot of decks on the page, or if you have a lot of decks, the page can get quite large in memory, or it could be an ad that had a memory leak. And so the only suggestion they really gave me was to like pay for premium subscription or use an ad blocker, and that might work. And hence I just felt like it might be time or a better idea to switch to Moxfield. I haven't ever had issues with Moxfield when creating and managing commander decks on there, and the website overall I think is quite smooth and seems to have less ads. My main concern I had with switching to Moxfield was that like the deck search is a little different and perhaps less intuitive. I thought and I was not sure how often people like really go searching for new standard decks on Moxfield, so I thought it might be harder for new people discover my decks and content on there. I put out a poll recently on the community page to see how you all feel about the two sites, and it seemed like the majority of people were either indifferent or they preferred Moxfield. And in the previous video, the Raise the Past combo deck, the one that I have in the backdrop here, I played to Mythic. I put a deck list to both of the websites, and for this video I'll try and put the deck list link for both of the websites below so you can check it out if you're curious and give some feedback if you have like some major preference one way or the other. The next thing I want to talk about is kind of like the pace of content and YouTube related things. So after hitting 1,000 subscribers, I want to try and be a little bit more consistent with content. In previous years, I would kind of stop making videos and playing the game at certain times because I would be kind of fed up with the format, not enjoying playing that much. I just didn't think people would enjoy content of someone who's so irritated, and it was not really something I want to share with people. And so now I'm not saying that I should I plan to force myself to keep on playing if I get frustrated with the format or the game. If that does happen, I will probably end up taking a break, but I think I can do a better job of finding ways to have fun and not let myself get frustrated. I think I could also pivot to playing or making content on other Magic formats at those times if people are interested. In regards to consistent content, one series that I started up, which I think I will hopefully be able to keep up with for every week this year, is Standard Event Saturdays. So I sometimes would receive comments asking or interested in certain decks to be played in standard events, and so recently I tried making some videos with decks in standard events, and people seem to have really enjoyed them. I like them because I get to earn some gems and packs. And so after a few videos on standard events, I think I thought of like how can I incorporate this into my content in a balanced and understandable manner, and I decided that I could make this kind of content like once a week, and that would be fair to the viewers that are interested in it, and those who are not interested in it, since most of my videos would be the same. Now, one series I've been thinking of starting up is a budget deck series, since I always get positive feedback whenever I do make budget content. Sorry, give me a second here. I gotta, as I was saying, sorry. Because I always get positive feedback whenever I make budget content. I recently made a series of videos on no rares decks for each mono color, which I kind of enjoyed making and people seemed receptive to. My only regret is that I tried to make the videos like one after another, which was a bit of a challenge and could have been annoying for those who were looking for non-budget decks to play, since it was 5 days straight of budget content. Someone was interested in seeing budget decks for each of the 2 color pairs, and so perhaps I could continue the series in kind of a budget color challenge. Regardless, I have been considering trying to make like one budget deck a week. I don't know which day of the week I should pick though, so if you have like a preference for a weekday, do let me know. Overall, a little hesitant about all these commitments, just because, you know, things might change for me throughout the year, but I do hope to continue making content in some fashion. One idea I've been exploring / considering is streaming here on YouTube once a week for an hour or so. I want to pick a day of the week and a time which I would stream so that people would have a chance to show up since they would know when I would be live. I've been thinking about Wednesday since there's the midweek magic events in Arena, which I could play during the streams. I don't normally play them, but it could be a fun thing to try out during each of the streams. And then regarding the time I would stream, I've been thinking about doing it around 4 p.m. Eastern. I feel like that's in the afternoon, which would be when most people would be free, but 4 p.m. might be still too early. Anyways, I think streaming would be like a nice way to interact with people and for me to get a better understanding of you all as an audience. Lastly, I want to talk some YouTube things, or talk about YouTube some. I still don't think I have this YouTube thing figured out at all. Like, some videos I post get over 1,000 views and then others get a few hundred. And then often videos that I think like the deck is super cool end up with less views. So it's very confusing for me. So in regards to that issue, you might see me trying out different things in the structure of videos I post. Though I have to say, I really hate clickbait and I try my best not to like deceive people about the decks I share. In fact, if you are unaware, almost all of my videos I've posted on this channel are unedited and are recorded together as a single take. The breaks that you see in my videos are actually me pausing the recording and then I start it when I get into the next match. I do this because it is convenient for me, but also I want to show like the real Magic experience on my channel, so I don't edit out the losses. Though sometimes I do more than one take for recording for a deck if the start of the video is just me losing for a while, since I figure that makes for bad content. Which I guess is sort of lying by omission, so I am a hypocrite, but I already knew that. Now, I also have my Untapped GG profile linked in the description of pretty much all my videos for transparency, so people are free to dig into my match history and make decisions for themselves. But yeah, back on topic of video changes. For example, one thing you might notice about the videos is that I try to keep I've been trying to do, and I will try and keep doing, is keeping the intros as short as possible, since it seems like a lot of viewers have leave at the very beginning of videos. In fact, if you like look at video retention graphs in YouTube, which can be kind of depressing, you can see that maybe like 5% of video views are watching at the end of a video. But I can totally understand these things though, as like someone who watches YouTube. Most people don't watch every video of someone they're subscribed to. Also, especially like Magic Arena content videos, I feel like you might see a thumbnail that's interesting, you click on it, you see the deck list, and you're kind of satisfied and leave. So I think that's sort of an understandable pattern, but if I can improve these things, I think that's better overall, right? And then also one change I've been trying to do to my intros is start off with a hook before I introduce myself, since this is something you'll see a lot of channels do to draw people in to watch the rest of the video. Another thing I guess I should mention that you'll all might have noticed is that YouTube actually allows you to upload 3 thumbnails for each video, and it will try to test them out and see which results in more watch time. And so I've been making use of this feature to test out a variety of thumbnails for each video and get a better understanding of what might be more engaging. So if you see various thumbnails for like the same video, that's why. But yeah, and that kind of wraps up pretty much most of what I wanted to talk about, I think. I mean, I've been trying to think about how to put together this video for a couple days. But yeah, I really appreciate all the feedback people give, especially when you do it in a manner that's like trying to be conversational or like suggestive rather than do this, because that's just nicer to receive. Yeah, to summarize, if I had to go through this real quickly, thank you all. Like, I'm really glad that people enjoy the content, and I hope to make unique decks and bring like a cheery attitude to the game, like those that inspired me. I've turned on monetization, so you'll see ads. I guess let me know if there's too many, but I just have it YouTube do like the auto, pretty much all the auto stuff. I turned on memberships If you want to support the channel that way, you're more than welcome to. But I want to make sure that non-members also don't feel left out. But also, if you're a member and you have like, oh, I want to see this, I will try and take that in consideration, because obviously you care about the channel if you're paying money to support it. So and then I'm gonna be switching to Moxfield, or I'm planning to switch to Moxfield. Probably will, just starting the next content video I post, and then want to be more consistent. I'm gonna try my best. Standard event Saturdays, look forward to those every Saturday, where we play whatever deck you all want to see. Might start a budget deck series once a week. Thinking about streaming once a week, tentatively Wednesday at 4 p.m. And then YouTube, I'm still figuring things out, so please bear with me. And I guess that's all I had to say. So thank you so much for watching. Have a nice morning, evening, night, afternoon, wherever and whenever you're watching. Take care of yourself. Ciao.